Okay, for those of you that do not have a calculator, this is a website that will allow you to do the graphing that we're doing starting in the week 9 notes, but doing it through a website instead of using the graphing calculator. It's a little bit of a different process, so when I'm explaining it in the notes, don't necessarily follow along with that. Just follow along with me walking you through this right now. So once you follow the website that I put online, you're going to click where it says equation. Whoops. Yours will look more like this. So up here where it says equation, when you're going to click and start typing in your equation. So for question 313 on the week 9 notes, the first example we did a graph for, the equation was x squared. So I'm going to type in x squared. Then it was minus 5x, so I'm going to write minus 5x. And then it said minus 24, so I'm going to type minus 24. So I've just typed in my equation up there where it said equation. Now if you scroll down a little bit, I'm going to get rid of my I can't move my keyboard, sorry. See where it says plot graph? You're going to hit plot graph and you'll notice it pops up on the right side on the grid. You can zoom in by pressing the plus, you can zoom out by pressing the minus, but this will show you what your graph is supposed to look like. Now ideally what you actually need is a list of points. So the plus sign on the top left of this screen right now, if you press that, it'll bring down a thing. So again, I pressed that little plus sign on the top left, and this came down. Right now we're under equations where we typed in the equation. You ultimately need a table or a list of points for you to plot on your graph. So once you press table, it says select an equation to create a table of coordinates for varying values of x. That's exactly what we want, and we want it for the one that's chosen, which is perfect. So I'm going to press create table, and it doesn't look exactly like it does with that XY table that I wrote on your notes, but it's the same idea. So the first point on the table in the notes is -3, 0. So look right here, when x is -3, y is 0. Then when x is -2, y is -10. When x is -1, y is -18, and so on. So you can find any y value that matches up with an x value, and you plot any point from this list that's plotable. Okay, if you need to go back, you just press that plus sign, and you go back to equations, and you can type in a different one right here and start over. But that's how you use this calculator. I hope that's helpful for you guys that don't have one.